The Amazon jungle might seem a bit unsettling, especially towards the east. But trust me, there are some seriously crazy things hidden away in there that will leave you scratching your head. Today, in this video, join me as I show you some of the weirdest things found in the Amazon jungle. Hamza River. The Amazon basin in South America is massive, covering over 7 million square kilometers. Recently, Brazilian scientists made a surprising discovery. They found a new river hidden beneath the Amazon River itself. This underground river, named Rio Hamza after one of the researchers, is about 4 kilometers beneath the surface. The Hamza River is remarkable in size, potentially as long as the Amazon River, but much wider, stretching from 200 to 400 kilometers across. Both rivers flow from west to east and are around 6,000 kilometers long. However, while the Amazon flows swiftly, carrying about 133,000 cubic meters of water per second, the Rio Hamza moves much slower, with an estimated flow of around 3,900 cubic meters per second. The discovery of the Rio Hamza was made possible by analyzing data from old wells drilled by a company called Petrobras in the 1970s and 1980s. Scientists used a mathematical model to predict the presence of the underground river based on temperature changes in these wells. They found that the groundwater flows vertically through rocks to depths of about 2,000 meters before changing direction and moving almost horizontally. This underground river has massive implications, possibly affecting the salinity of the waters near the mouth of the Amazon. Silkhenge. Deep in the jungles of Peru, explorer Troy Alexander came across something strange in 2013. It was a tiny structure made of silk, resembling Stonehenge but much smaller. Alexander shared his discovery on Reddit, sparking curiosity worldwide. They called it Silkhenge because of its similarity with the Stonehenge. This odd creation, made by the Silkhenge spider, still puzzles experts. Why does it build these intricate silk structures? The best guess is protection. It seems the spider makes these silk forts to keep its eggs and babies safe from predators like ants. Candiru. On number 3, we have Candiru, a parasite that is so terrifyingly fast and translucent that it's earned the nickname toothpick fish or freshwater catfish parasite. This little creature has a knack for causing panic by lodging itself into the urethra of unsuspecting individuals, relieving themselves in the water. Yes, you heard that right. Often referred to as the penis fish, the Candiru is anything but pleasant. There are urban legends about this feared parasite, with stories of it nesting inside the penis and devouring it from the inside out. While these stories may sound like something out of a nightmare, they're thankfully just legends. Found in the waters of Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru, the Candiru ranks among the most feared and unsettling of all microbeasts. Drawn to the urea and ammonia from urine, these parasites are in the water, waiting for their next unsuspecting victim. The only way to remove the parasite after it's gorged itself on blood and swelled up is through delicate surgery. The good news? Humans aren't exactly the ideal hosts for Candiru, so the chances of encountering one of these creepy parasites are slim. But it's always best to be cautious when going into their territory. Better safe than sorry. Patus. Patus are amazing birds that live in the big Amazon rainforest. They're like cousins to nightjars and frogmouths. What's cool about them is how good they are at hiding. During the day, they sit very still on broken branches, looking almost like they're asleep. They pick these spots carefully because they also use them as nests for their eggs. What's even more interesting is that both mom and dad patus take turns keeping the egg warm until it hatches. If you ever see one of these birds in the wild, you're super lucky because they blend in so well that it's hard to spot them. Bullet ant. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest resides an ant. You definitely want to avoid encountering the bullet ant. It holds the title of the world's largest ant and stands out from its kin by leading a solitary lifestyle. The origin of its name remains uncertain, with two prevailing theories. One suggests it earned the moniker bullet ant due to the excruciating pain its bite inflicts, likened to the agony of a bullet wound. Other than that, some propose the name stems from its size, comparable to that of a bullet. But I find the former explanation more plausible, as the pain from a bullet ant's bite can persist for a full 24 hours, maintaining its intensity throughout. Kwasu. Kwasu, a tropical rainforest fruit native to the tree Theobroma grandiflorum, is closely related to cacao. Its flesh has a delightful chocolatey fruity flavor, making it a sought-after ingredient in Brazil's confectionery industry. The versatility of Kwasu knows no bounds. Its flesh can be enjoyed either raw or incorporated into various culinary delights such as preserves, ice creams, drinks, sorbets, jams, juices, and yogurts. With Kwasu, you can whip up dishes that mimic the taste of chocolate, even substituting chocolate in beverages. Brazilians have mastered the art of using Kwasu to create cupulate, a chocolate-like product that stands out for its superior heat resistance compared to traditional chocolate. Poison dart frogs. Found in the Amazon, these poison dart frogs are some of the most toxic creatures on the planet. Take, for instance, the golden poison frog, whose poison is potent enough to kill 10 grown men. These stunning yet dangerous amphibians derive their name from an age-old tradition among Colombia's indigenous peoples, using frog poison to tip their blowgun darts for hunting. Despite extensive study, scientists are still trying to wrap their head around this mystery of the frog's poison source, speculating that it may originate from their diet. Hoten. If you see a Hoten bird by a bend in the Amazon River, you might think of it's a wild turkey, or some bird from the time of dinosaurs. Whatever it is, one thing is clear: it smells unique. The Hoten is one of the most interesting animals in the rainforest. This bird eats mainly leaves, which gives it a smell like a farm in Iowa. Some people might think it smells like fresh hay, while others might compare it to not-so-nice things like manure. Hotens move clumsily and have special ways of eating, making them different from other birds. They look a lot like dinosaurs, which makes scientists think they're important for understanding how birds and reptiles are connected in evolution. Piranha. Scientists studying piranhas want to learn the truth about these fish beyond the scary stories. Piranhas are actually more interesting than their Hollywood image as villains. Even though piranhas are small, their teeth are really impressive, like shark teeth. Some of the bigger piranhas can bite with a force of up to 72 pounds. They mostly eat other fish, but they also snack on seeds and insects. Sometimes they might even eat other piranhas. But contrary to what you might have heard, they don't usually attack mammals. If they do, it's usually because the animal is already dead or weak. Pink dolphins. The Amazon river dolphin, also known as the Boto, Bufeo, or pink river dolphin, is a type of toothed whale found only in South America. It belongs to the Inyaidae family, and there are 3 recognized subspecies: the Amazon river dolphin, the Bolivian river dolphin, and the Orinoco river dolphin. The position of the Araguayan river dolphin within this group is still uncertain. These subspecies are found in the Amazon basin, the Upper Madeira River in Bolivia, and the Orinoco Basin, respectively. The Amazon river dolphin holds the title of the largest river dolphin species. Adult males can weigh up to 185 kilograms and grow up to 2.5 meters long. They develop a pinkish coloration, more pronounced in males, hence the nickname pink river dolphin. There's a clear difference between males and females, with males being about 16% longer and 55% heavier than females. Like other toothed whales, they have a melon, an organ used for echolocation. Despite having a short dorsal fin, it's considered long, and its pectoral fins are large. These features, along with unfused vertebrae, help them maneuver better in flooded forests and catch prey. Glass frog. Glass frogs belonging to the Centrolenidae family are known for their traits. Typically green in color, what sets them apart is their translucent underside, revealing their internal organs. This unique adaptation serves as camouflage, blending their appearance with their surroundings and making them elusive to potential predators. These petite amphibians measure between 1.2 to 3 inches in length. Despite their delicate appearance, glass frogs exhibit surprising behavior. They have been observed consuming their own young. Yeah, you heard that right. They eat their own babies. Rafia flower. The Rafia flower is no Photoshop trick. It's the real deal, earning its title as the world's largest flower and claiming a spot as the third colossal wonder on our list. This extraordinary plant, as described on the Rafia Flower website, lacks roots, stems, or leaves, making its sheer size even more impressive. But it's not just its dimensions that grab attention. The Rafia is notorious for its pungent odor, reminiscent of rotting flesh. However, the Rafia is also a cause for concern. As one of the rarest plants globally, it teeters on the brink of extinction, highlighting the urgent need for conservation efforts to safeguard these botanical features for future generations. Jesus lizard. The Jesus lizard, also known as the common basilisk, is a reptile that can run on water. That's why people call it the Jesus lizard, because it seems like it's walking on water like in the Bible story. When it's in a hurry or scared, it zooms towards the nearest water, its toes spread out, kind of like when you spread your fingers, showing special webbing. This helps it to scoot across the water like a speedboat. You can find these lizards in rainforests in places like Central and Northwestern South America, especially near water in the lower parts of the land. They're pretty good at using their water running trick to escape from trouble and get around in their watery homes. Bull sharks. Bull sharks are usually found in saltwater, but they're quite the adventurers, occasionally making their way into freshwater areas like the Amazon River. Yes, you heard that right. They've been spotted as far inland as Iquitos, which is a whopping 2,500 miles from the sea. These sharks are no joke when it comes to size either. Adult females can grow up to 11 feet long and weigh as much as 690 pounds. What's really cool or scary, depending on how you look at it, is that bull sharks are like the chameleons of the shark world. They can adapt to living in either freshwater or saltwater. They could even spend their whole lives cruising around a river if they didn't need to head back to the salty ocean to find a mate. But here's the thing. Experts often label bull sharks as the most dangerous sharks out there. They might be responsible for most of the shark attacks near the coast. Capybaras. Capybaras hold the title for being the biggest rodents on the planet, tipping the scales at a hefty 200 pounds. These guys are quite the social bunch, often hanging out in groups that can range from a cozy 10 to a bustling 20 members, though sometimes you might spot a whopping 100 capybaras chilling together. They're like the life of the party in the animal kingdom. Now, despite their size, capybaras are actually pretty chill herbivores, munching away on plants without bothering anyone. But that doesn't mean they're immune to danger. they've got quite a few predators eyeing them up for dinner, including anacondas, jaguars, ocelots, pumas, and caimans. With all these hungry critters around, capybaras, unfortunately, have a relatively short average lifespan of just 4 years. But hey, at least they don't pose any danger to us humans unless you count stealing your heart with their adorable faces. The Arapaima. The Arapaima, also called Paicha locally, is a real giant of the freshwater world in South America. Some of these fish are longer than 2.5 meters and weigh over 100 kilograms. And look at this. The biggest one ever recorded was a whopping 4.52 meters long. That's longer than most cars. Now, what's really cool about Arapaimas is how they breathe. Sure, they have gills like other fish, but they also need to come up for air every 5 to 15 minutes. How do they do it? Well, they've got this super special swim bladder that's all tricked out with lung-like tissue. So, when they surface, they're not just gulping in the air, they're basically taking a big breath, just like us. But here's a fun fact. Locals have found some handy uses for Arapaima parts. The bony scales? Perfect for a DIY nail file. Other than that, the tongue supposedly has some medicinal mojo. Mix it up in a drink with guarana, and some folks believe it can help get rid of intestinal worms. Talk about a fish with hidden talents. The electric eel. The electric eel may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a real-life creature that's truly shocking, literally. Despite its name, this guy isn't actually an eel. It's more closely related to knifefish and catfish. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Electric eels have a superpower that puts even the most impressive superheroes to shame. They can zap their enemies with powerful electric shocks, reaching up to a whopping 600 volts. They use this shocking ability not only to defend themselves, but also to hunt for food. But wait, there's more. These eels are also known for their quirky breeding habits. During the dry season, the male electric eel gets busy constructing a nest out of his own saliva. Talk about dedication. Once the nest is ready, the female lays her eggs inside. And get this, one female can lay as many as 3,000 eggs at a time. That's a whole lot of potential shocks waiting to hatch. Who knew the underwater world could be so electrifying? Boiling river. Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, there's something truly crazy, the boiling river. It's not your ordinary river, it's like nature's hot tub, reaching temperatures so high it can cook things. But what's really cool is that it's not heated by volcanoes like you might think. Nope. It's all thanks to hot springs deep underground. For the people who live nearby, the boiling river isn't just a neat sight. It's essential for their daily life. They use it for everything from cooking to making medicine. And when the sun sets, it's like a giant steam bath, perfect for chilling out after a long day. But here's the thing, right? This special place is in danger. Deforestation and development are creeping closer, threatening to harm the jungle and the river. Luckily, there are people like Andres Russo who are working hard to protect it. With help from National Geographic, they're studying the river, teaching others about its importance, and fighting to keep it safe for the future. Green anaconda. At number 19, we have the green anaconda, also known as the common anaconda or water boa. This giant snake may not have venom, but it's still a force to be reckoned with. Using its powerful body, the anaconda can squeeze the life out of its prey, making it one of the most dangerous predators in the world. As the largest and heaviest snake on the planet, encountering an anaconda in the water is not something you want to experience. These massive creatures are masters of their aquatic environment, moving with grace and stealth through swamps, quiet streams, and dense rainforest floors. In their watery domain, Anacondas have a wide range of potential meals, including wild pigs, caimans, capybaras, and deer. With their size, strength, and deadly hunting skills, they are truly the kings of the jungle waters. Giant leech. Ever heard of the Amazon giant leech? It's the world's largest blood-sucking leech, reaching up to a whopping 45 centimeters in length. You can find these creepy crawlers lurking in the freshwater areas of the Amazon. Among the thousands of leech species out there, this one definitely takes the prize for being the most grotesque. These leeches have a dark tea color, blending right in with the waters of the rainforests. They tend to hang out near the mouths of rivers in places like Venezuela, the Guianas, and the Amazon. Now, here's the scary part. These giant leashes can sense your movements and your shadow, so they'll track you down and make their move. They'll stab you with their mouthparts, which penetrate deep into your tissue. And here is the craziest part. They've got an anesthetic property, so you might not even feel the stab. Forget about the old trick of putting salt on a leash to get rid of it. That'll just make you sick. Instead, you've got to carefully slide your finger towards its mouth and slowly extract it. It's not exactly a pleasant experience, but it's better than leaving one of these bloodsuckers attached to you. Matam Mata. Next up is the Matam Mata, a creature straight out of prehistory that looks like a mix between a crocodile, a turtle, and a leaf. These freshwater turtles call the Amazon basin home, blending seamlessly into their surroundings with their leaf-like appearance. With heads longer than their bodies, they have a unique look that helps them ambush their prey. Matam Matas move slowly across riverbeds, gentle streams, and marshes, using their clever disguise to catch unsuspecting fish. They patiently wait for their prey to swim by before striking with lightning speed, sucking them up in a quick gulp. Here is a fun fact. Locals sometimes use the term Matam Matas to describe unattractive women, perhaps drawing a comparison to the unusual appearance of these fascinating creatures. The Heliconia. The Heliconia flower, also known as lobster claw, is native to Central and South America and can reach impressive heights of up to 10 feet. Its distinctive blooms bear a striking resemblance to the claws of a lobster, hence the name. These flowers come in an array of vibrant hues, ranging from red and yellow to pink, orange, and purple. One of the most cool traits of the Heliconia flower is its pollination process, which involves hummingbirds. Due to their bright colors and nectar, Heliconias attract these tiny birds, earning them the additional moniker of hummingbird flowers. As hummingbirds feed on the nectar, they transfer pollen from one flower to another, aiding in the plant's reproduction. Passion flower. The passion flower is a group of flowering plants native to the tropical regions of North and South America. It's a climbing vine, capable of reaching impressive lengths of up to 30 feet, featuring large, lobed leaves and striking white or purple flowers. The name passion flower originated from its resemblance to certain symbols associated with Christ's passion, such as the crown of thorns, and it gained attention in Europe after being introduced by Spanish missionaries in the 16th century. And with that, we're done for today. Keep watching for more such videos. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.